right, don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. Promo code GoodFella1Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Website, promo code, description. Thanks. All right, man, we back. Errol Spence wins a split decision over Shawn Porter. Let's get into it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And, yeah, actually was a really good fight, man. And I figured it would be. That was pay-per-view worthy. You know, it may not have the Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, or Pacquiao Mayweather type of build-up to it, but it had great build-up. And I had Mexican homies saying they was throwing down like Mexicans, man, and that's what we need, man. Us black fighters, our black fighters, can fight many different styles, man. We known just for being slick on the back foot, but every slick fighter, there's an Ernie Shavers, a Ken Norton, there's a Shawn Porter, Errol Spence, Julian Jackson, and so forth. But the fight, I could tell you what went wrong and what went right for both fighters, man. I watched the fight. I really didn't score it. I like to enjoy it. Maybe one day I'll go back and score it, but it was a close fight. I think at the most, it was a 2 or 3 point victory for Errol Spence, and some people seen it the other way. But I think the knockdown solidified it for Errol Spence, okay? But I definitely could see Shawn winning, but Shawn Porter came out, and I think his movement kind of threw Errol Spence off, but Errol Spence made a big mistake in this fight. He can't make that mistake versus upper echelon fighter, especially if you're talking about Crawford, you're talking about Canelo, you're talking about J-Rock or Tony Harrison. He waited too long to be first. And when Errol Spence was first, he had a lot of success, but early on, it wasn't no secret. Shawn previous 3 fights, or two fights, he was moving a lot. He moved a lot in Danny Garcia, moved a lot in Yuga's fight, and I said he moved a lot because he's preparing to fight Errol Spence. He showed angles, and I think Shawn should have used more angles to step aside, but he had nifty inside moves, and he showed a lot of chinks in Errol Spence's armor tonight. And one of the chinks was, like I said before, you can get off on Errol. When you throw punches, Errol does not have the ability to punch with you on a back foot or slip punches and return fire. And also with Shawn, that's the main thing that Shawn Porter picked up. Errol Spence was really hesitant to be first. Shawn Porter was first, and while Shawn Porter was first, Shawn Porter had success. When Shawn Porter threw in bunches, Shawn Porter had success because Errol Spence had no answer. Because Errol Spence, once you get Errol Spence, you jump in on Errol Spence. He put those earmuffs on, his head popped straight up, put the earmuffs on. And if Shawn Porter would have used that up jab a little bit more, if Shawn Porter had a straight right, Shawn Porter would have been in business. Or if Shawn Porter had a lot of power, but he didn't have a lot of, he don't have a lot of straight punches in his variety. But he pretty much did make Errol hesitant with the jab. When Errol was first, when Errol put him on the ropes, Errol did good work. He did a lot of work to the body. For whatever reason, Errol didn't feel confident shooting that straight left or even the left hook a lot. A lot of times when he shot it, he had a lot of he had a lot of accuracy with it. But Shawn Porter was outworking Errol a little bit, at least on the front foot, but Errol was answering back. Errol was a stronger man. Errol held his ground. But at the end of the day, Shawn Porter, he was working. He was jumping in on Errol, and Errol don't know how to slip shots and then return fire. He don't know how to throw a fluent 3 or 4 punch combination. Everything Errol did, it was a thudding boom boom or boom boom boom. You know what I'm saying? Or it was him going to the body. He didn't have a lot of success going to Shawn Porter's head with the straight shots, but he landed his fair share of shots. But you're not gonna knock out guys with his type of power. He don't have a lot of great power. He's a good B plus puncher for the welterweight division, but you're not gonna knock everybody out with 1 shot or 1 or 2 shots at a time. You got to throw 3, 4. He's an accumulation puncher. He gets you in the mindset of David Benavidez, where he got to throw 3 or 4 punches to really get your attention after throwing some body shots to steal on. But Errol Spence waited to be first, and Shawn Porter took advantage of it every second, And when Errol Spence was first, he did some good work. Now, Errol Spence did throw a lot of low blows early on. It was Shawn Porter holding his head down. I will agree with that. But then after a while, he threw a lot of low blows, man. And that kind of zapped a little bit of Shawn energy, but Shawn didn't let it go off his focus. But you know what? Errol Spence, he going to have to figure out how to handle somebody coming in throwing 3 or 4 punches, because you can't cover up and then, wait for somebody to finish and then get your offense going. He got to be able to transition from defense into offense, and he don't do that well. You know what I'm saying? But what he did do well was, you know, he worked Shawn Porter's body. He was snatching Shawn Porter's body, man. And I could hear the shots through the movie theater speakers, man. He was shot, you know, he was snatching his body. He was holding Shawn on the inside, but Shawn was outworking him. You see a little chinks in his armor on the inside, but Earl knew how to handle himself on the inside. He held Shawn. He worked a little bit on the inside. I felt that he could have been more dominant, but Shawn was the better athlete. Shawn had the faster hands, the faster feet. Had Shawn Porter have more punching power, he hadn't been a serious puncher, he would have been victorious in this fight, man. But he hurt Spence a couple times, and Spence hurt him a few times. They hurt each other, and they was throwing down, man. They was throwing down. But Spence on that knockdown kind of mirrored what Mario Barrios did. And what Barrios and Spence kind of figured out is, hey, you can't wait. You know what I'm saying? Once you're in the lion's mouth, you got to take those shots as you get them. And Spence, his problem is, even though it's a gift and a curse, I won't call it a problem, Spence throws the land. He kind of reminds you of Floyd Mayweather when he was an older fighter, when he was real selective with his punches. He wanted to 1-2, he wanted to throw 2 punches, and he wanted them to land. There's no throwaway shots with Errol Spence. Errol Spence don't waste shots, and that's a gift and a curse. Because once he move up in competition, he going to throw 3 or 4 shots at a time, you know, to break rhythm. And Errol Spence is a 1, 2, maybe 3 shot puncher. And Shawn Porter picked up on that rhythm tonight, man. But, you know, when Shawn Porter worked and came forward, Errol Spence he had a deer headlight look. You know, a lot of times, you know, when he dropped Shawn, he finally punched with Shawn. He didn't waste time. He didn't wait to be second. He was first. He fixed him a plate, you know what I'm saying, and ate first. But a lot of times, Shawn Porter was eating second, third, and fourth before Errol Spence finished his first plate. If you catch the analogy, Errol Spence got to be first. And a lot of people saying, oh, he was going to run through Shawn. When you move up in opposition, the knockouts usually don't come unless you a real big puncher. You know, you elite puncher, Jackson, Wilder, you know, Tyson, Foreman, Sonny Liston, Ken Norton, Shavers. Some of the you had guys that was just huge, that was just big punchers in any given moment. Errol Spence is not an elite puncher. And I think hopefully everybody understood that tonight. You know, they can sit here and say Shawn was tough and all of this. He had his moments. You know, he hurt Shawn a few times and Shawn hurt him. But a lot of time, what I was saying to myself early in this fight was Errol Spence was looking like he didn't have no energy early in the fight. He was very, very patient. It was to the point where had that been a fighter that had a little bit more punching power or a little bit more stronger or a little bit more skillful, he would have lost that fight tonight being patient. He got to step it up. He didn't really have a sense of urgency, but he real selective when his shots, man. He throws the land. There ain't no wasting moments, but to me, he clearly won the fight, man. Excellent body puncher. When he got Shawn on the ropes, he worked the body, threw a lot of shots. But like I said before, man, he wasn't going to run through no Shawn Porter, man. He had a tough fight with Shawn Porter, and it could easily be a rematch, man. And maybe Shawn could do a little bit better. Maybe Earl could do a whole lot better. But I felt that the fight could have went either way. But I think Earl solidified it with the knockdown. But like I said before, people were saying Shawn Porter was the 4th best welterweight. And how I see it is he got no chance versus Canelo Alvarez. No chance. Not right now. He got a lot to get better. And y'all know how I feel. I feel even more confident in Terrence Crawford. And I'll speak on that at another moment. Yeah, Shawn Porter fought his ass off. I expected nothing less. The knockdown kind of caught me off guard. I thought he was going to catch Shawn and just beat the hell out of Shawn on the ropes and then stop Shawn in like the 11th round. But he caught Shawn with a good shot across the head. But Shawn Porter should actually have a little talk about the nut shots. But also, Jack Reese was helping Shawn Porter out in the clinch. When the clinch favored Shawn Porter, Jack Reese didn't do much. When the clinch favored Errol Spence, Jack Reese broke it up. So maybe that's kind of evening it out. But hey, it's Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. Keep sharing the videos. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Help Blaze, at thehelpblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1 Boxing. Get you 18% off the 100% all natural products. Lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. 100% all natural products. Website, promo code description. And let me know what you guys thought about the fight in the comment section. I'm going to come with a ton of content later on. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Goodfellas Sports TV. And shout out to all the brothers that made the trip out to LA. Get a mic, talk business. Hopefully y'all have a safe ride home. One time for the one time. We gone.